Hey, this is David Black. I'm a criminal defense attorney in Phoenix, Arizona. And today I'm going to address a relatively common situation, and that is somebody who's driving down the road. They're speeding. They're speeding a little bit more than your typical speeding, so usually 21 miles an hour over the limit. And they get pulled over, and the officer's nice, and they have a nice conversation, and he gives you the ticket, and you look at it, and it says criminal. You think, criminal? I'm not a criminal. Well, you're not a criminal, don't worry. But in Arizona, there is something called criminal speeding, and there are certain areas and speeds where if you exceed a certain speed or you drive faster than for example, 21 over, you're going to get a criminal citation. And so um, I'm going to talk to you today about the most common positive way to deal with that. All right. So yes, you can challenge it, and yes, I've done these trials and I've won them. So you can get an officer who didn't properly tune his radar, didn't get a good pace on you, meaning didn't follow it at a proper distance, or a prosecutor who fails to fulfill their discovery obligations, and you show up and you win the trial. But if everybody's done their job, these are very hard cases to win. All right. And so what does that mean? Does that mean that if you get cited with this misdemeanor, you're going to have a criminal record? And the answer is no. So a lot of courts by statute, well, all, but a lot of them by statute are willing to offer defensive driving for a criminal speeding ticket. And so what would happen is you get charged with criminal speed and you get your ticket, and it says you have to show up on, December 1st. And you don't have a lawyer. And what do? Well, they're not going to appoint a lawyer for you. So if you have the means and you're worried enough, or you don't want to deal with the headache, you call us. You call another firm in town. You get a professional to help you. But we're going to do something very similar to what you could do yourself. You're going to go in there and you're going to say, Judge, I was doing, 87 in a 65, or I was doing 72 in a 50. And I got this here criminal ticket. I've never been in trouble before. I've never done defensive driving before. Could you please, please, please allow me to do defensive driving? And if you get the right judge on the right day with the right facts, which is actually pretty common, they'll say sure. And so what does that mean? That means that they'll give you another date and say, okay, well, I'm going to continue your arraignment, this first court date, 2 months. And I want you to enroll in and complete defensive driving. You're going to call this company that probably has a monopoly on the process, and there's some kind of racket. They're going to send me proof when you finish the class, and poof, poof. Not only do you get a civil or not get a civil, you get nothing. They dismiss the case. And so we do this for people. A lot of times it's not worth the money that we have to charge to justify our time to the individual, but sometimes it is. And so we're happy to answer questions for you. You don't panic. I've heard of some people getting in jail for these things when they're doing like 120, but I've never had it happen to a client of mine. It's not common. So wish you the best of luck. If you have questions, feel free to call me. Thanks.